Hi everyone, this is Karak from ACG, and today I'm bringing you a review for the game Warhammer 40,000 Regicide, a Nintendo executive assassination simulator. Regicide tells a tale of a squad of Marines sent into Nintendo headquarters to take out Reggie. Now, all kidding aside, this is basically Warhammer chess, or battle chess, or strategic battle chess, depending on the type of game you choose to play, where you run out into a field with a bunch of dudes who ascribe to the Sylvester Stallone aging program of HGH and testosterone showers. Then you shoot, stab, saw, cut, smash, kick, punch, and electrocute one another until someone's alive and someone else is dead. So let's just jump into it. Here's the review for Regicide. Chainsaw swords, unwashed orcs, Nintendo executives, amazing skill names, and Bethor. Remember, as always, to subscribe if you like the review, or to Space Marine 7 for the Emperor and stuff. Graphics are up first. You know, Warhammer 40,000 has always presented a photogenic, if not ultimately beautiful fiction for fans, and Regicide is no slouch when it comes to that. When special moves are pulled off, the camera zooms in to show the cramped confines of what it would look like when 300 pounds of man-meat wielding a Husqvarna chainsaw strapped to a car bumper faces off in close quarters combat with orcs that are just insanely yoked. Magic spells and overall special effects are done fairly well, though I admit that for a game that's this locked down in its presentation, you are stuck to the board, for example. I was fairly disappointed with things like the arcane energies of the lightning bolt and some other special effects. That being said, the steam kettle-sized bullets ejecting from bolters send sizzling circles of smoke into the air with each reddened shot, and blood and gore get high marks as well, as most animations do. Since the game is chess for the most part, you're either walking forward or you're engaging in firefights. There isn't much in the way for animations otherwise, and what's there is good. The game also runs at a steady clip. It offers an acceptable number of various factions to engage with, though I'll get to that in a second, and its texture work is excellent. I would say it's good to great, held back a bit by some wonky special effects from time to time. Sound, music, and voice.
Yeah. Rocket Peck's ready! I have the power.
What is it, Baldassar? Do your psychic gifts reveal something else?
I sense a disturbance deep in the forest. A powerful alien mind. Perhaps an enemy psyker. Frag grenade deployed!
As always, sound is up first, and it's excellent with an in-your-face mix where no truncated or muddy sounds seem to exist, and the world is one where crunching bone and the burble of a two-stroke chainsaw motor exist in the same sound spectrum and somehow don't get lost. Since the game is far more of a pause and pounce kind of title, it's interspersed with long moments of walking sounds and that thrum, thrum, thrum of muscle-bound humans walking forward, with the occasional total shit breaking loose when enemies go head-to-head. Good sound overall. Music. You know, as long as you know that when you get into a Warhammer game, there's a chance an entire string section of a symphony died for your enjoyment, you're gonna like this. Rousing, march-tastic beats mixed with a couple more somber tracks ultimately rise to the occasion when enemies get together in a race to see whose insides can be outside first. It's excellent music, but it's not surprising or unique. It's bombastic, over-the-top, right into battle in your 4,000-horse Thunderhawk troop ship with a saddle made of teamwork and good planning kind of stuff. Voice. You know, actually, man, I was pleasantly surprised here, as the campaign has little blurbs pre-mission that, though it's the typical for the Emperor kind of thing, it's not the offbeat three dudes from a cosplay event voices that sometimes we get in past games. For the most part, their gruff B-movie lines are delivered fairly well, and though they don't match the gravel-swallowingly awesome voices of the Warhammer audiobooks, which are like sweet sex to the ears from time to time, the voices here are absolutely more than adequate. I was really happy with that. Gameplay. So there are mainly two things going on here. A fairly standard battle chess kind of game where ranged weapons can also take enemies out in addition to normal moves, and then the Regicide mode, which is basically a very modified chess set with all kinds of unique bits like a movement phase, then a throw lead at one another in such high volume you don't even need to be in the womb to get birth defects phase. There really isn't much more than that. Strategies play out different than normal chess though, because not only can you take out enemy pieces like normal chess, but with a good deal of various personal skills for the pieces and team skills for the entire side, you can do crazy Warhammery stuff like electrocute far-off enemies, bolter fire, and even change your defensive posture by digging in and finding better cover, which I find odd since you're sitting on a flat board made of no vertical pieces whatsoever. But whatever. It's a flight of fancy kind of game really, where someone decided, hey, Warhammer 40,000 is awesome, hey, chess is awesome, let's just slam them together and see if we can actually make Lasker roll over in his grave. You know what I want to see? I would love to see current chess champs play this game. Can you imagine the absolute anarchy of watching Boris or Carlson in their laid-back attire pumping their fists because their orc just fell from the sky like a meteorite to smite some space marine? Make them wear cosplay armor as well. That would make chess worth watching. Probably the only thing that would make chess worth watching. Anyway, the game has a lot going for it, with skills to unlock, various armies to collect or buy from Steam, which I think is just flatly stupid as hell, as the base game is ultimately limited a bit with very few armies to start and fight as. I mean, come on, there's thousands of chapters and there's all different types of orc tribes. They could have put far more in that were available right away. Here's the thing though, if you like chess, this might be fun, but it's also might be stupid for you. If you like Warhammer 40,000, you might like this, but it's arbitrarily smashing into a specific rule set for rule set sakes, which might actually rub you the wrong way. In the end, this game seems to fit within a unique fan catalog of those who like Warhammer but don't know much about it and just want to see two pro wrestler-sized fictional characters beat the crap out of each other with some kind of rules to make it ultimately playable. And that's sort of what you get. Fun factor. I know that a lot of people probably think this is really cool, especially if you're a fan, and I am a fan, but for me, it was just okay. I can't say I was enraptured. I mean, it's battle chess with more going on, but not a great deal more. For fans of the fiction, the campaign's interesting, but ultimately shoved into a bottle-tight series of serious missions that have you wondering how they came up with them just to get those specific chess configurations into the game. It's enjoyable, but I wouldn't call it high entertainment by any means. I had an okay time while playing it. So I rate games on a buy, wait for sale, deep sale, or never talk about it again rating scale. Though it's ultimately a pretty good game, this is a wait for a sale. It's unique entry requirements, and that's that you, at least probably somewhat like chess or somewhat like Warhammer, have their own requirements as well, and due to their soft interpretation, it's not a guarantee you're going to find enjoyment. But hey, you know what? It's currently $12. Its gameplay limitations aren't instantly noticeable until you jump in, and then some of it just sort of left a bad taste in my mouth, and a great deal of repetitiveness in animations and overall actions. The fans of Warhammer might find this probably totally worth it. For those new wanting to jump in, it doesn't really offer much over time. The game seems to sort of teeter-totter and not land anywhere with much gravitational force. I personally just wanted more. So that's it from me. I hope you liked the review. If you did, thumbs up. If you didn't, thumbs down. Make a comment in the comments section. Tweet it out if you can. Peace out.
See how I feel.